Welcome to Movie Plus. Today we will talk about the worst Hollywood flops of all time. Let's begin our list. Ben-Hur. The 2016 remake of classic film Ben-Hur ended up losing between $75 to $121 million. The film was panned critically and by the audiences. Among its chief criticism, it is considered to be one of the worst remakes of all times. Solo, a Star Wars story. Any film that is associated with Star Wars franchise is always expected to have great performance. However, studio miscalculated with Solo. The film lost $100 million and many people claimed it was due to Star Wars fatigue, as it was released a mere 5 months after The Last Jedi. Alexander. Despite a star-studded cast featuring Angelina Jolie, who despite only being 1 year older than him, played Colin Farrell's mother. Alexander totally failed. The film's estimated losses comes out to about $71 million. Green Lantern. Before he embodied the anti-hero Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds played DC Comics superhero Green Lantern. The movie was criticized for its inconsistent tone, mediocre CGI, and its valiant portrayals. The film ended up costing the studio $98 million in losses. Around the World in 80 Days. The Jackie Chan and Steve Coogan film version of Jules Verne novel Around the World in 80 Days was critically panned and lost about $99.6 million. Critics said that the movie consists almost entirely of people falling down and or being hit on the head. Zoolander 2. We are not sure who told Ben Stiller that we needed a sequel after 15 years later. But it happened. The movie was a total flop with an IMDb rating of 4.7 out of 10. Cowboys and the Aliens. 14 years of production and stars like Harrison Ford and Daniel Craig couldn't make Cowboys and Aliens work. The film was released the same week as The Smurfs and ended up losing between $63 to $75 million at the box office. Conan the Barbarian. It seems like Hollywood will never learn when it comes to reboots. Although Jason Momoa gave a valiant effort, critics concluded that Arnold Schwarzenegger set the bar for this role. The reboot ended up losing somewhere between $60 and $66 million. Gigli. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck couldn't make this movie work despite their star power. Gigli is considered by many to be the worst movie ever made, and it ended up grossing $7.3 million after costing $75.6 million to make. It was also heavily criticized and mocked for years. Red Planet. This sci-fi Val Kilmer tells the story about astronauts who ended up on Mars along with a killer robot. The film cost $93 million in losses, but also ended up costing Val Kilmer his friendship with his co-star Tom Sizemore. The Astronaut's Wife. Although The Astronaut's Wife starred big-time Hollywood names like Charlize Theron and Johnny Depp, that did not help this box office flop. The film was considered to be melodramatic and boring and ended up losing $114.4 million. It holds an average rating of 33% on Rotten Tomatoes as well. The Fall of the Roman Empire. Despite the fact that the Fall of Roman Empire had fantastic performances by Hollywood icons like Sophia Loren, Christopher Plummer, and Alex Guinness, its extravagant sets cost ended up causing the film to lose up to $126 million. Battleship. Despite a cast including Rihanna, Alexander Skarsgård, and Brooklyn Decker, the film, which was loosely based on the board game of the same name, was a total failure, considered to be one of the worst naval films of all time. The movie cost the studio about $220.4 million in losses. That's all from the list. If we missed any movie which you think should be on the list, then write it down in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.